Here goes nothing.
Love is a drug, and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up, and handle business. Love is a drug, and I'm addicted. Pull up, show up, and...
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, you are very welcome. Hi, my name is Kelechi. Thank you for deciding to click on this video today. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so much for your loyalty and your love. Before I say anything further, let me just start off this video by wishing you guys a happy new year. If you're watching this video right now, that means that you made it to 2020. Do not take that for granted. Count yourself to be very blessed. I did want to put this video out way earlier than this, but I did face some situations with my editing and even the vlogmas videos I prepared for last year. Filmed everything and I could not post them because I basically did not have an editing software anymore. But I mean, it's okay, it's just one of those things that happen. I was able to film this one and put it out, so I'm just very lucky for that at least. It's been a while since I sat down this way to talk to you guys on camera, and boy did I miss it. I have a lot of things to say in this video. Last year around the same time, I put out a video about life lessons and how I struggled with my mental health, losing my mom and so many other things, and the feedback I got from that video was amazing. That was so far the hardest video ever for me to film. This one might be harder though, but that video was very hard for me to put out and I was so scared, but I got so much love from that video. So many people reached out to me. It just made my heart really warm and it made me really happy that you guys treated that video with so much kindness. When I ended that video, I said that we would come back this year and we would try to be happier. This video is just me just basically summarizing and reflecting on how my 2019 was, everything I learned and things I would just like to share with you guys that would maybe help someone out there. And that actually brings me to my first point. So first of all, we should learn to reflect. I apologize if you see me looking down. That's because I wrote down every single thing I wanted to say, like my points, just so I don't leave anything out. Reflecting is something that's very important. I feel like everyone should learn how to just look back, think about how far you've come, think about how much you've grown, your achievements, your failures, think about how 2019 was for you and what you would like to do differently in 2020. So in 2019, in that video, I made a promise to myself to be happier. I was going through a lot up here. I was truly struggling. I promised myself that I would always try to be happy, keep pushing myself to keep being stronger no matter the situation that comes up. I just decided to have peace in the midst of chaos. It did not mean that I was not going through challenges in 2019. I did, but I promised myself that no matter the chaos, no matter the challenge, that I would try my hardest to remain happy and to remain peaceful. And did that work? Actually, yes, it did. I saw myself growing in ways that I never thought I could. At this point, I think I'm the happiest I've ever been in a long time. Our mind works in a way that if we try to remember things, it's always the bad things that would come up first. We tend to forget that in the midst of all those bad things that happened, there were so many other beautiful things, so many other achievements, things that you accomplished without even knowing that you accomplished it. That's why I want to advise us to try and document our lives as much as we possibly can. I'm not necessarily saying keep a diary or something. I personally cannot keep a diary. I have tried. It's so hard to find time in the day. By documenting, I feel like we should try to take more pictures, try to take more videos. I am a very visual person. I rather take pictures and videos than actually take a notebook and write. So if something good happens, for example, I try to make a video about it to myself. I make videos to myself. When I'm feeling down, I go back and I watch those videos. Let me give you guys the best way you can document your life. Open a Finsta. Finsta is a fake Instagram account. Set up a fake name, meaning that none of your friends would ever be able to guess, and just upload there. Don't follow anybody. Make sure no one is following you. If anyone finds that account and follows you, block them. Or better, just make the account a private account, so the space you have on Instagram is endless, instead of maybe depending on your phone or your iCloud, because at the end of the day those things get filled up. It's a private account, it's very safe, it's very secure. Anytime you're feeling happy or you're feeling sad, take a picture, make a short video, upload it to that Instagram page, and just make it like a gallery. My next point is to do it while you're young. And what do I mean by doing it while you're young? I'm just trying to say that you should try and utilize your 20s. Most of you guys that watch me are kind of in your 20s. I'm currently 20 years old and I'll be 21 on March 5th. Why I'm talking about utilizing your 20s is because this is the best time of your life. Your brain as of now is kind of the most active it's ever going to be. And I just feel like this is the best time for you to start thinking of what to do further in your life, because the decisions you make now can impact your future a whole lot. I know all of us in our 20s, we like to have fun. I love to have fun too, as much as the next person. But we need to think about something more. What's that thing that keeps you up at night? What's that dream that you have? Are you working towards the dream, or do you just wake up and live your life every day and you wait for the day to end and you go back to bed, and that's how time just keeps flying? I know that most of us have business ideas. Sometimes I get DMs from people saying that they want to start a YouTube channel, things like that. If you want to start a YouTube channel, you don't need someone else's approval. If you don't do something, someone else is going to do it. Now, in this new age and decade, we have crazy access that our parents never had. It was much more harder for them. We have the internet, we have YouTube, we have Google. You've been given kind of a shortcut. Almost everything you want to try to do, there's already someone else that has done it and has put it online. There's so many videos on YouTube teaching you how to run a restaurant, how to run a business, how to start a YouTube channel, life as a doctor. So people have done these things because some of us are so comfortable. We'll be able to step outside the box and do something different. You're capable of so much more. Have a dream, have a goal, and begin to work towards that goal. I don't want to be running after a job when I'm 40. Do you understand? I want to have already made the money and I want to be catching flights, okay? Because when you're like a full-blown adult in your 40s, you're probably already married, you probably already have kids, so you're not just thinking for you anymore. But right now, while you're still young, there's so much you can do, because right now you're doing it for just you. I feel like you should work hard now, and trust me, you're going to thank yourself for it in the future. And we say things like, oh, we don't have enough money to start this business, or we don't have enough resources. Don't ever let not having enough stop you from getting up and doing what you want to do. Start with whatever you have. So many people have success stories. There are people that came from extreme poverty that have grown up to become the billionaires that we see and we hear of today. So the summary of everything I'm saying is that you should not hesitate, because there is no guarantee that you can do later what you can do today. My next point is that there are levels to it. This point is just an expansion of what I was saying before, and this just talks about comparing yourself to other people. We all want a level of success that we've not been groomed for. And what do I mean by this? Think about it this way, like we have a level 1 to 10. Some of us beat ourselves up. We're like, why can't I be as rich as Beyonce? I'm just giving examples. Why can't I be as rich as Kylie? Jay-Z is a billionaire. Look at where I am in my life. Why is this my classmate doing so much with her life, and here I am doing nothing? And you just spend your life complaining. Take it easy on yourself, okay? There are levels to it. Beyonce, for example, is maybe, let's just give her level 10, and maybe you're still at level 2. You cannot be comparing yourself to Beyonce, to Kylie, because they have grown enough for the success that they have. They've worked for it. They have the money because of the work that they put into their business. It's like me, for example. I want to be as rich as Beyonce. It's very unrealistic. I can't do half of the things that she does. She was rehearsing for Coachella for 8 months. Straight after giving birth to twins. When the day of Coachella itself came, she danced for 2 straight hours, 2 days in a row. I can't even dance for 30 minutes. I can't even run on the treadmill for 30 minutes without feeling like I want to faint. So if you cannot put in the amount of work that they put in, not because you can't do it, but just because you've not grown enough for it. They are at level 10, but they were once at level 2. First of all, try and accomplish what you can accomplish at your level 2 before you start beating yourself up about not having the money that the people on level 10 have. I don't know if I'm making sense with my analogy. I'm sure this is just the worst analogy ever, but I hope you guys try and understand what I'm saying. Now, someone you can maybe compare yourself to, not compare, but you can now be inspired. Let's say you have a classmate. This person has a business and the business is booming. Both of you kind of are on, let's say, level 5 together. You can instead say, if she can do it, then I can do it too if I'm ready to put in the work. So that's a more realistic approach. Then you start putting in the work just because this person is not so different from you. And because you've had that positive mindset, you see yourself succeeding in this business or whatever it is. You know, all these people we compare ourselves to, they are all flesh and blood just like us. If I carry a gun and I shoot them, they'll die. And instead of complaining, let's learn to appreciate the good things that we have, which are life and health. These are two things that make you one of the wealthiest people on earth. Losing my mom to cancer and the years I've covered so far in medical school has made me look at life a whole lot differently. Life is something that is so precious and most of us take it for granted. Most of us underestimate the blessing of being alive, the blessing of being healthy. There are people that are stuck to their beds. There are people that can't move. There are people going into the operating rooms every second. People are fighting for their lives. Out of the millions and millions, I'm telling you, it's endless. And medicine is not something that stops. We find out new diseases every single day, new cures every single day. So there are millions, endless lists of diseases out there. And out of all those diseases, you don't even have one. You don't even have a pimple on your face. Some of us cannot relate. You don't wake up every morning with excruciating pain. Your kidneys are not failing. There are so many things in this life to be grateful for. When you have one problem, try to list 50 other good things that you have, and you just see that problem go away. Because no matter how bad your situation is, there's someone in the world that's worse than you. There's someone who dreams of the life that you have, whose fairy tale is the life that you're currently complaining about. So let's just be appreciative. My next point is to have a support system. We're not brought into this life to do things alone. Always try to have a support system around you. Always try to have a friend. A friend can be broken down into so many different things. Your siblings can be your friend. Your parents can be your friends. Your husband, your boyfriend can be your friend. Girlfriend, whatever. Your friends. Surround yourself by good people. Surround yourself by people that elevate you, and you, on the other hand, elevate them. Don't try to bring people down. Don't try to use other people's misfortune to make yourself feel better. You become happy by listening to other people's bad news. If you're watching this video and you're that kind of person, you really need help. I'm honestly praying for you. What I'm just trying to say is surround yourself by good people that are right for you. If you have not found that person, keep looking, but just know that you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. Some people are not constant. Some people are just important for that part of your life, but sometimes when that part of your life is over, they might not be there for the next one. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's okay. We make friends, we lose friends. That's just life. Life is a journey. Everyone is trying to get to their own destination. Right now, as you're watching this video, think about all the friends you have. If out of all those people that are in your head right now, you can't find one person that you can be vulnerable around, one person that you can honestly share your problems with without thinking about how they're going to look at you. If you can't think of one friend, then I think you need to reevaluate the people you have in your life. This just brings me to the whole topic of fake friends. You have to be very careful with the people you have around you for various reasons. One, your friends are kind of another form of ID. I'm going to explain what that means. It's sad, but people know you by the kind of friends you keep. If you're surrounded by bad people, other people are going to automatically view you as someone that's also bad. It's so sad, but it's so true. Another reason why you should be careful with the people you have around you is obviously the elephant in the room: influence. And this is something that is actually very self-explanatory. You should ask yourself some certain questions. Have I become better or worse since I started hanging out with this person? Do you understand? The people you surround yourself with have the power, which is another thing that's so sad, have the power to either build you up or break you down. Think about the kind of person you've become since you started being friends with this person. Have they brought out the absolute worst in you? Or have you seen yourself becoming better, happier, more peaceful, more spiritual? You know, ask yourself questions like that. Over time, I have gained and lost so many friends. I feel like my circle keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And even better, because when I love and care about someone, I give in 110%. I will be there for you as long as you prove to me that you're there for me too. Have you seen this group of friends that you see that all of them in that group secretly hate each other? Never be associated with such things. Such things are so toxic. Stay away from toxic friends that don't have your best interest at heart. Stay away from people that don't elevate you. Stay away from people that don't clap for you when you win. If you're in a friendship and you see that this person doesn't prioritize you as much as you prioritize them, and they put you at number 2, you have to give them number 2 right back. If they put you at number 5, you have to give them number 5 right back. Don't be giving someone 100 when you're just 2. You're going to end up in a lot of tears. You're going to end up heartbroken. If someone is giving you their all, give them your all back. Love them right back. So just always know where you stand in people's lives. Know where people place you. If you give them the same energy they are giving you, you'll never be hurt. And that brings me to my next point, which is protecting your mental health. I have this, to me, it's a defect. I am such a people pleaser. I am ready to sacrifice my own happiness just to make sure that the other person is happy. I have been like that my whole life. So many people have advised me, why are you doing this? You know that you don't want to do this. You know that doing this will make you so unhappy. I feel it's safer if I'm the person that's sad, because I know that I'm sad. I know that, oh, I'll get over it. But I don't want that person to be angry at me. So don't ever feel like you have to sacrifice your own happiness for someone else's. Always learn to put yourself first. And I say that in a way that hopefully doesn't come off as selfish. I'm not saying you should be selfish. If you're not happy with something, if something does not sit well with you, you should learn to say it. You should speak your mind, because most times the other person does not know. That way you're standing up for yourself. That way you're putting your happiness first. If the person does not agree, then that's their business. Communicate your feelings at all times, always, because whatever you start doing, that's what you're always going to continue to do. You've made it seem like it's okay. You've made it seem like you're comfortable and you don't mind these certain things. You can never ever make someone else happy all the time. You don't have that power. You're not God. We are human beings. We have flaws. You're always going to do something that's going to piss that person off. It's very important. I learned that the hard way, but it's something that I'm really taking into this year. And it's just so sad, because I feel like the world does not favor people like me. I am very gentle. I got that from my mom, but I feel like people have constantly mixed up the words kindness and weakness. People have taken my kindness as a weakness, and I refuse to let the world stop me from being kind. If you have a good quality, people will always take that for granted. People will always take advantage of that. But you'll find people who are going to value those qualities, who are going to appreciate the person that you are. Like the world will just keep taking the bite out of you constantly, again and again and again, till there's nothing left, and then there's nothing left for you. That one was very personal. My advice to anyone out there that's gentle and sensitive like me, try and develop a tough skin. Now don't get it twisted, you should be tougher, but you should not be meaner. Do you understand? The moment they stop benefiting from you, the moment you start saying no, the moment you start standing up for yourself, they automatically don't want to have anything to do with you. They cut you off. They're like, no, she has changed. Honey, you have not changed. You have just become tougher. If they can't handle it, then they should get going. And that's just it, period. Before I end this point, I just want to say that I used to fake my smiles. Don't assume everyone is okay. Reach out to your friends. No one calls anymore. It makes me so sad. It's always like texting, and I hate texting. So if you get a whiff of someone going through a dilemma, if there's anything you can do to help, please help them. And now my last point, which is owning your spirituality. So I'm aware that not everyone watching this video might be a Christian. I know that some of you are Muslim, I know that some of you are Hindu, and that's okay, everyone is welcome here. But I'm just going to talk about my religion, and hopefully you guys just try to get the main point of what I'm trying to say. So I feel like some of us are afraid or ashamed to talk about God, especially some of us young people. You know, no one likes to talk about all those things. I know. Honestly, like, I cannot live my life and not talk about how much God loves me, and is the reason why I am the way I am today, and I'm only getting better. God has been amazing. You need to claim your spirituality. Tell people about God. He has done so much for me, especially this past year. I felt his presence. As unworthy as I am, with all the mistakes, and there are many, with all the mistakes I've made in this life, and because I'm human, with all the mistakes that I know that I'll continue to make, God has never left my side. I decided to stop relying on me, because I used to see myself as a superhero. Every single challenge I was going through, that I had the means of solving it on my own without feeling like I had to call God. But God was like, okay. There was this particular thing, this exam I was trying to pass. I was going through so much at the time. That was the same time that I was in my so-called dark place. I just couldn't pass this exam. I can't believe I passed through that phase in my life. I just thank God so much. Now I'm trying to think of what that felt like. I'm starting to relieve the emotions. I can't believe I came out from that, and it was only by the grace of God. If you think you can solve everything on your own, that is not true. One day life will show you that you're not a superhero. Life will show you that you need God by your side. But I just hope that watching this video, you realize it before it's too late. You realize it so you wouldn't have to go through what I went through, because you already have a shortcut, which is God. And I know that because I have come out from that dark place, nothing can ever make me go back there again, because God literally saved my life. Wow. To bring, I can't even, I don't have a reason not to. I don't have a reason not to acknowledge everything he has done. It's so crazy. I'm super emotional right now. God likes to reveal himself in a certain way. I like to think about it as him revealing himself like a puzzle. He is the only one that already knows the big picture. He already knows how everything is going to play out. He just brings things to you piece by piece, and it's until the entire puzzle is done that's when you understand. And what I'm trying to say is, sometimes you can be going through things and it does not make sense. That's why I'm using the analogy of a puzzle. You might be going through things and it does not make sense why things are happening that way, but at the end of the day, when everything is all done, you realize why everything happened the way it did. I mean, everything I've been through in my life, both good, both bad, I don't regret any of it. I don't wish for things to have happened another way, because it has made me the person I am today, and I am so proud because I've come such a long way, and I know that I'm just going to keep moving forward from here. So this year 2020, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to break out of your dark place. Don't be comfortable with being miserable. You deserve all the love and all the happiness in this world. We're done. Thank you for watching. I'm so happy I filmed this video finally. I have been planning this for so long. Just like what you guys did last year, I would love to hear your feedback. Some of you reached out to me on Instagram. I'm going to leave my name on the screen. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear your testimonies. I want to hear how 2019 was. I'll always be here to talk to you. You have a friend. I am your friend, and I'll always be here to listen. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button down below. Let's grow, guys. Let's grow. We are almost at 1K. Share this video with your friends in any way you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.